for like, okay, because for one thing, AMD focuses more on like multi-threading, which is more along the lines of what I need. Because normally with gaming, you ideally want single core power, but if you're doing video editing, most of the video, like any decent video editing software you'll see, depends heavily on how many threads can you handle. Because then it just cuts the editing time in half. Because
solid states do the same thing. Like, not just the CPU, for the solid state hard drive, it also cuts the time down.
Yeah, that could help as well. Is getting an actual SSD drive to copy to.
Also, it makes boot up times faster because you put Windows on it. You pretty much put recording software and Windows on the solid state. You don't put nothing else unless it's a hybrid, which is it's a solid state core and processing parts, but it has the cheaper end of the other hard drive, so it's a mix of both. So it's cheaper, but it's faster at the same time.
Yeah. I only get one computer, so I'll buy a nice gaming laptop. Thick thighs save lives, but I want to die. SSHDs are gay. What the fuck are you talking about? Buy a sick one off of Darkhawk. That was Medea's attendant. Oh, what a sorry state to be in. That was a random out of the blue cutscene.
That was, you're right.
Also, my allergies once again. Damn it. I'll be back.
They're gay because they're expensive. The only thing about buying laptops is that they're really hard to replace parts in them. And most laptops you can only replace hard drives, RAM.
Also,
and CPU, I think. Nope. Your backies from your allergies.
Yep. Well, my laptop is an Acer Predator. They're pretty nice. Cool.
They are. Yeah, Ron said that he traded his Mac for one, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. My laptop came with an SSHD, immediately replaced with SSD. Yeah, I would love to get a second, like a second hard drive as like an SSD. It'd be really nice. The only thing is that I'll probably have to use a partition cloner software to basically just clone over Windows onto the actual drive. Which is gonna be a pain in the ass because I've never actually used a cloner before.
No, some CPUs and laptops are replaceable, but you have to know how to solder and unsolder. That's the problem with them. That's why I said the only two real replaceable parts in a laptop, besides, the screen, the keyboard, is the hard drive, the RAM, the Wi-Fi card can be unwired from the board, so on and so forth. Things that are wired into the board can be unwired, but the motherboards are specially designed in order to take in the parts, like the screen and stuff. It's funny, I know what I'm talking about. I can do it, but I don't know how to explain it. That's my problem. That's why I'm not A+ certified yet. What are you looking for, anyways?
Oh, we're looking for a library right now. Because basically there's a ship that's stranded in the middle of a desert. We need said ship to go find Dominguez. So we're looking in this so we went back to our home castle, which, was horribly cursed and stuff a while ago at the beginning of the story. To basically so we're basically looking for information right now on how we can get this ship to move from the middle of a fucking desert to the middle of the ocean.
Oh, Ron joined the chat, by the way.
My laptop just has a 250 gig SSD and a 1 terabyte HDD. Also, some laptop CPUs use sockets too, believe it or not. older Core 2 Duos used PGA sockets. Yeah, but basically it wasn't affordable. That's the problem, is that laptops were really expensive and then they started doing soldering and it became cheaper. For some reason the words "have a nice day" are scrawled in huge letters on one page. What? And padded just randomly small. Oh, I don't get that. I guess that's just something that I don't get. I don't think Intel has used socketed CPUs since 3rd gen 4i series. Okay.
And now it's quiet and Ron doesn't talk.
Soldered CPU allows for a thinner laptop. Okay. And from what I heard about, it's also cheaper to manufacture. Like if you solder the board, it basically makes it a lot cheaper to manufacture from what I remember. At least that's what I've heard. But, you know.
It also makes it more expensive to replace the CPU if it dies.
Yeah, you pretty much have to scrap the entire laptop. So in other words, it's you have to go out and buy another one. On most people's cases.
I mean, you can solder a new CPU, but it's not really practical to do it at home. Then you have to pay someone like $400 to do it yourself. Plus CPU.
I said you might as well just bought another laptop after you're done.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the laptop, paying $600 to replace the CPU might be significantly cheaper than buying a new laptop.
Yeah, but sometimes you could buy the board with it already in for cheaper, because the boards come with them in. So
Not
if somebody has them.
like if my laptop CPU died, I would have to buy a new motherboard and a new 1060.
Yep, same with my mother's Predator.
Not at all.
Yep,
So-
that's a thing.
I would, if my CPU died, I would definitely go the route of getting it resoldered and fixed.
But when it doesn't, when it actually happens, it doesn't blow up anything else. It all depends on what happens when the CPU died.
That's a valid point. Actually, how much is a new motherboard for my laptop?
For a Predator,
Yeah,
depends on the year the Predator was made. What year was it?
I don't know.
No, usually there's a tag on the bottom of it that says the year it was manufactured.
All I know is it's the Predator with the 1060 and a 6700 HQ.
Realistic.
I would assume it's like 2016 or 17 because the 10 series. Actually, no, I thought the 10 series didn't come out in laptops till 2017. I think. I don't know.
In the end, the magical circle my ancestors drew to protect the world from the power of the scepter helped only to protect their descendants from it. We must be grateful to them, although I would be more grateful if they had also protected us from these vexing transformations. Realistically, first finish education, then get a job, then look to move out. Also, is there... I don't think you can do anything here.
Probably not right now. You probably have to come back to this room. And
Yeah.
what is first education, Mike? Like, I don't know what you mean by first education. Do you mean high school? Grade school?
College.
Oh, first year of college? Then yeah, then you actually would be able to get a job. I was gonna say, out of high school nowadays, you can't get a job anymore.
Why is someone
I
selling-
know that from like first. I know, you know, just like I really don't give a crap about having a job though. That's the thing.
Then how are you gonna pay for like shit that you need without a job?
And it's kind of just I've kind of just been winging it mostly. Just kind of going like, maybe the Twitch thing takes off. Maybe. Kind of what I'm
And then
hoping.
if it doesn't, then you're just fucked.
The percent of Twitch streamers that actually takes off is in the lower 30% aisle. And you're getting there, so that's a good sign. And the number of people that gets jobs after high schools is even lower because they've raised it since then, especially education in the United States.
Yeah.
And I know that from Adam Ruins Everything.
And the thing is that I'm really shit at just anything. Like, I don't really see myself getting a job on the fact that it's like, going to college. But what are you actually good at? What could you get a degree in?
I'm good at
This is
masturbating.
awkward.
I'm good at nothing either, so there you go.
Like, I'm kind of half-ass at programming, kind of half-ass at writing. It's like I really haven't had a successful talent where I just went like, yeah, I'm gifted with this. Then mostly
Hey,
like,
I'm gifted at nothing. At least you're half-assed at things. I'm gifted at neither or of those. And 30% is a figure I threw at you because there is no actual figure for it. I'm saying it's low because most Twitch streamers we see don't usually take off like super, super high unless they're in a specific field. I'm talking variety streamer anyways.
yeah.
I
Patted is good at wedding herself.
mean, it's not that hard to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and it's not like professional baby is a job that I know of.
I mean, it could be if you break some laws.
Well, there's very thin laws in the United States anyways. He supposedly she supposedly lives in California, the land of the free, right? It's U.S.
California, the land of like the stupidest fucking state on the planet. Yeah.
I'm talking about United States in general. That's supposed to be the land of the free.
No,
yeah,
nobody
the other
is
states
free
are
here.
pretty cool,
This
but,
is
like,
a horrible
California
prison
sucks.
like hell. Welcome to the U.S. It's a horrible prison like hell. I hate.
But you guys have so much stuff.
I hate to tell you, but
No, we
anything you've heard
don't.
about the land of the free, there's no freedom here.
I don't know anything. That's just what Trump said. Trump said it's the land of the free. Don't look at me. I live in Canada. I am in the true land of the free. So.
Isn't there literally there was a whole thing where people were wanting to flee to Canada. I have to.
Yeah, and we took them in too. That's the problem. Is we actually took all those people in that fled.
Well, you're definitely better than the U.S. because I mean the U.S. used to be like that in like the 1800s where we would actually take people in from like and then we just became so obsessively racist over time that it just became this horrible racist abstrosity that's just like, well, great.
And by what I mean by you guys have more stuff than we do because we end up shopping over in the States because you guys have a more variety of food and access to a different variety of food that we don't have in Canada. So we end up going over there to get food.
Why do you live like on the border?
Yes, we live on the border right before Detroit. We just crossed the bridge in Detroit. Or the town. So we're at the border.
Detroit, the greatest place in all of America.
Is Canada gonna dump that vanilla Obama sissy Trudeau? We want to. Trust me, we want to. We want to get rid of him. We really do. He took in all those people and ruined all of our jobs. I want to.
Ryan, Canada might have milk in a bag, but California has iced tea in a bag.
Hey, we just got a host from Tipsy Cloudy. What? Okay,
You must be high or drunk to understand that name, I guess.
Thank you so much for the host, and thank you for the follow as well. And meanwhile, I'm just in Europe, and I don't know how to compare it to Canada or the US. Well, it's definitely a hell of a lot better than the US. Then again,
Wait, you live in Europe?
You could practically be living in North Korea right now, and you'd be in a better country than the US.
If you live in Europe, compare it almost exactly like Canada. You guys have free healthcare that I know of. Pretty much Canada. Your queen owns Canada. So you might as well.
United States. I just don't like California.
I don't like the U.S. in general. Oh no, this is gonna kill Jessica. Fuck. Oh, now we're gonna have to evac out of here. That's great. We still don't have any way to revive. Sorry.
No, you have no way to revive somebody. But I was gonna say, do you live in a gambling state? You live in California, but are you in that part of California where it's gambling? Or are you in the other part of California?
We would be in the other
I'm not
part
old
of
enough to
California.
gamble, even if it was legal. I don't know. I live in San Francisco, though. I don't think you can here.
Yeah,
Ooh, San Francisco.
I'm not really a fan
You
of
could
like.
go to Chinatown, and then laws are kind of like, what are laws?
San Francisco is beautiful, though, isn't it?
It's fucking hell.
Oh, good to know. My parents only visited there, so I have no idea. I didn't go, so
They probably
said it was
left
nice.
their brain cells here.
maybe that explains why they spent $4,000 on the new floor. Maybe.
Wait,
What the heck?
$4,000 to get a whole new floor?
Yeah, a new floor in the living room, kitchen, bathroom, spare bedroom.
That's how much we pay a month in rent.
Yeah, that I know. They said when they stayed at the hotels there, they were like super expensive. So I can believe that.
I did register to vote conservative. I am glad Trump is our president. Oh, hello, Nicholas. Welcome to the live stream. I must have missed that actually. My bad. And welcome to the live stream as well, Tipsy, Cloudy, Tipsy. Welcome. That. Try saying that name 5 times fast. Good lord. That would be it. That's a mouthful.
Cloudy tipsy. It's not that hard.
And Nicholas has been here for a while.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
I'm really not that observant, am I?
You will once you get more displays and you can have your Twitch chat on a different display entirely.
Oh, I do have 2 displays right now, and that was just really bad of me. I technically I still need to get this display prepared, but I digress. America was great.
Oh, why is it broken? I wonder why it could ever be broken.
What toddler baby fit do you have that broke it?
Yeah. Like, who just nobody throws a controller at a monitor. Definitely.
Well, I would, but it wouldn't be I wouldn't hit the monitor. I'd probably hit the wall behind the monitor, but that's because bad aim, but still.
See, I'm smart, and in the rare occasion that I do, like, rage at all, I just, like, smack the desk, and then I'm good. And even that's pretty rare. I've never, like, broken anything.
Yeah, I usually don't break things too, but at the odd time I do throw something, I probably would throw it.
One time, I almost snapped a PS4 controller in half because I was mad in Forza, and I was in the living room on my laptop, so I couldn't scream or hit anything. So I just tensed my hands and I almost snapped my controller.
Yeah, you
PS4 controllers are not really.
No, they're not durable. They're plastic, literally.
Like, I could hear it starting to crack, and it was on its way to death.
But it's better than throwing it at a screen.
'Cause if I break my laptop screen, it's just like, I don't have the money to replace this shit.
You plug in a new monitor through HDMI.
I use DisplayPort because I'm not gay.
Okay. Either one. Yes, but if you have another display, even if it's broken, you can put your Twitch chat in your Discord.
Yeah, we all know, even if your display's broken, you can still use it for Twitch chat. Actually, I'm surprised my monitor's not broken. I accidentally water cooled it on accident because someone made me laugh and I had a mouthful of water and I just whoosh. And it still works. Great. Be surprised about that.
Well, I mean, like, water is not that damaging as long as you don't put like a ridiculous shit metric load of it.
That's not true either.
Okay, I put Well, by the way, if there's no power going through a circuit and you let it dry completely before powering it on, water is relatively harmless to electronics.
That's not
my monitor
true
was
either.
running.
Well, that's true, but
My monitor was running, and I when you're drinking water normally, and then you can also be drinking water, getting as much water in your mouth as possible, and then you just spray it like water was leaking out of the bottom of my monitor.
see, you're all talking, but if water doesn't get into the important parts, it's fine. Even if it does, it's fine. I've literally, where I got my laptop fixed at, they had a computer encased in water running.
That was probably mineral oil.
No, it was actual water. He poured water right into it to show us it was water.
Okay.
So it's probably a high it's probably water that has high electrons in it.
Completely distilled water.
Doesn't harm it.
That's not conductive, but
Yep.
it will pick up ions from the computer, so it'll become conductive over time. So it'll work for a while, but it won't work forever. But even normal water, like I've dumped my phone multiple times and it's fine. I spilled Diet Pepsi right on my fucking GPU one time.
Yeah, as long as it dries completely, or you put it in rice, you should be good. But yeah, as long as nothing, even if you shoot water directly at your monitor, as long as it doesn't get inside of it or anything.
Oh, it was inside the monitor.
Okay.
It was for sure inside the monitor. It was leaking out the bottom case, the back of it, and all that. It was bad.
Yeah, well, it's still not as bad as throwing a controller at it. Apparently.
Because my monitor still worked. Someone else's doesn't.
Oh, we weren't directing that at you, but you can act all shy anyways. But we weren't directing it at you.
Yeah,
a lot of people throw controllers at their screens, I'm sure.
I know someone who's thrown multiple controllers at multiple screens.
Yeah, namely TVs. Think of the Wii before they released safety traps. Imagine how many controllers went through TVs.
I'm not gonna lie. I once told my mom that I threw a Wii controller at a TV, when really I shot it with an airsoft gun. But you know.
It was the same thing. So imagine how many controllers went through TVs then.
See, but I didn't actually throw a Wii controller. I just shot it with an airsoft gun.
So it happens. There's nothing you could do. Except for just remember when you get mad that screen is worth money, that you just threw it at that paddle that you threw is worth money, and you can't afford to replace that stuff.
Oh,
just put it down and walk away.
If my main monitor broke, I would cry. But if my secondary monitor broke, it'd be relatively cheap to replace.
I'm using two TVs as monitors, two smaller TVs that my parents were going to throw away. I fixed them, so they're my second and third monitor.
How do you do that? How do you use TVs?
Very, very simple.
How is the input lag not 10 years?
Because it's not. Because the DPI and fixing it is magic.
See, I actually care about my performance in games, so I bought a monitor with zero lag whatsoever.
Goddess.
Really, game? You know what? It's gonna be faster if we just reboot the game really fast and go back to the save, because I didn't save too far away. It's actually gonna be faster if I just reboot it. Just fuck that. Just fuck that. I want to know how many people shoot their what? What was that? Their TV with a gun.
I also thought this was stupid until I was standing in front of a TV with an airsoft gun. And it's like, have you heard of the light bulb thing where if you put a light bulb in your mouth, you can't get it out? It's like that. It's like you can't not shoot the TV. Like something draws you to it.
I've never had that happen before, honestly. Then again, I've never actually had an airsoft gun or any type of gun.
don't know, just something about like, I wonder if this TV is more durable than every single other TV on the planet. Like, I'm very curious of this. I don't know, sometimes when dumb people have airsoft guns, it ends badly. You end up shooting things that are not supposed to be shot.
Okay. Damn it. There we go, zoom. Yeah, how many bleeping tries is this gonna take to get through this stuff? I just hate the fact that they don't give you fucking actual revival items until you get to this stupid dumbass tree. Because they had to make it a plot device instead of just give me a fucking phoenix down. Fuck your plot device to hell. Game.
I feel dirty. Last night I played Call of Duty on Xbox. I can't do things.
I really hope those rocks are close to dying, because if they kamikaze and I have to reboot this game again because of that, that's just gonna be fucking annoying. Yeah.
Are you rebooting when you die?
I mean, there's not really much of a point else of just like I might as well.
Isn't that like abuse of save files?
Who gives a fuck? Literally, who actually gives a save scumming? I've done it for years. I've never been a legit player. I've just, it's like, fuck it. Oh, this save file was actually hella far back. It might be better off than using the save state, because this is before I got the map and everything. Let's try that. But yeah, it's like, who gives this?
A lot of people do.
I'm not one of those. I'm just gonna go ahead and... Alright, I saved this as slot 1. Let's go ahead and load up... Where was slot 0 exactly? Is this any further ahead? No, it doesn't look like it. I swear I saved it. Oh well. We'll go back to slot 1 then. I'll be fine. Load slot 3. Oops, that was 1. That's the right one. There we go. I wouldn't want to see it attempted on a new TV. I'm thinking old square box TVs that have something to stop the bullet.
Oh, I'm sure a CRT could easily stop an airsoft gun.
So when are you gonna start building silly houses?
Silly what?
I bought you the house simulator game, remember?
Oh yeah.
And I said that you can have it if you build silly, pretty houses and sell them to people. You sound bored or tired. Which one?
I don't even know anymore.
Like besides wanting to die, we all know that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm just tired. I just woke up. Well, I just got out of bed. woke up like 2 hours ago.
Oh, you have the cute plushie in your hand. I think.
I think she always does.
That doesn't help your case.
Oh shit. Ended up here by accident. Oh my god, like, where is the actual end of this dungeon? Like, this has been going on for like at least like 40 hours. Like, are we ever gonna get out of here? Because I'm bored.
40 hours? You've only been streaming for like 4.
It feels like 4 trillion hours by now. I'm literally bored out of my skull.
You guys ever notice how time went by faster when you were a baby? Or not faster, so... Never mind. I can't talk. I'll just skip it.
Don't you notice when time goes slower when you're...
Does any... I don't even know what I was trying to say.
Well, that's because you were just babbling like a baby.
Okay. I don't care anymore to deny it.
That's because you finally accepted that you're a babby?
Whatever you think, sure.
Well, everyone clip it. You heard it here, folks.
But Ron clips the stuff and he's here. So why would he clip himself emitting something?
Shit.
He clips you doing stuff, that's the point.
That's not fair, though.
You ever think about how if you went like back in time and gave somebody a computer, they would be able to entertain themselves for like ever. But now that it's normal, I'm sitting at a computer bored as fuck.
Because back then, a good computer was non-existent. The internet would have to exist too for them to be able to spend hours, unless it was preloaded with a bunch of stuff. But if you went back in time and gave them that computer,
Okay,
you know how far their technology would be.
Do you know how much this could occupy someone? I have a huge folder of porn. Okay, I've got hentai, I've got GIF, I've got it all. This would occupy someone for a long time.
But imagine how much farther technology could go because you gave them something decent to begin with.
See, but if give someone something that nobody has any clue how it works in the slightest.
Oh, hey, there's
Then
a
how could
miracle.
it
Ryan's pants are still clean. Christmas miracle, everyone.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
Yeah.
It's like saying Audrey is dry right now. That's obviously not a thing.
I don't think that statement is ever accurate.
Alright, this is where we start heavily abusing save states because I'm sick of how long this dungeon is taking and I can't afford to have it take any longer because my level of patience is beyond this. Like
Your level of patience is 0.
Yeah, babies don't have patience.
So for this one, is it a shot for every time you use a save state, or a shot for every time you look up a guide?
Imagine if you did both. Yeah, don't forget to change up
die
the
of alcohol
stream.
poisoning.
Taboo ba da boo, taboo ba da boo. Please die, you piece of crap. Come on.
Wow,
Kill this
that
thing.
was a mistake.
Oh my god, it's still alive. It's still alive. And then you mother...
Tipsy, cloudy, tipsy. Flipped it, so you have it.
Do you guys ever open File Explorer and realize you named your drives really dumb shit?
Nope.
I named my SSD, oh whoa. And then I named my hard drive gay ass files. There's a lot of gay files on here. So I guess it's accurate.
Could you just... Oh, thank god, he was actually... The AI was actually not smart that... Alright, that's where I get the save state out. Let's figure out which, which state did I use? I used slot 0? Okay, load that then.
I'm just waiting for your save to get corrupted because you abused it too much.
Save states can get corrupted if you use it too much, and I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, I'm just using emulation, so maybe not. But if, like, I've had a legit PS2, and I abused the shit out of saves once, and the saves got corrupted. I lost GTA San Andreas. It's pretty sad about it. But I don't think it would happen if you're using emulation.
By the way, everything is so bleeping overpowered in this dungeon. Like, just wow, everything is overpowered in this dungeon.
Is it that it's overpowered or that you're underpowered? So you're complaining that it's overpowered just because you're not strong enough?
Well, it's not like we're gonna do any grinding anytime soon, because it's not fun.
So that answers my question then.
I mean, it's so not fun to actually level grind in a game. It's just like, I would literally rather rip my eyeballs out than do it.
Then don't play JRPGs that require it.
Like, I'd much rather just brute force the game until we beat it.
And lose. And then complain that it's too hard.
And then abuse the shit out of save stating.
Yeah, safe, exactly.
Oh my god, this fucking knight's all finally dead.
Ron, go for a 2-mile jog.
I think I would die. I would legitimately die if I did that.
But you want to die. So isn't that a reason to do
That
it?
is like the worst way to die.
Working out is the worst way to die?
Working out till you die? Yeah.
So go on a Pokemon Go adventure. You'll walk 2 hours without knowing it.
I actually used to play Pokemon Go. There's
You
so many
play
Pokestops.
Go
There is
every
so many
day.
fucking Pokestops in San Francisco. It's insane.
Oh my god, why? Why are we getting into another fight? Why? I can't even walk to the fucking chest. Like, the fuck?
The game's telling you something. Run the shit away. Is that really your spell name? Whoosh and swoosh? I did not notice that until now.
You didn't notice the ridiculousness.
Whoosh and swoosh. What type of spell names are those?
I'd say they're whoosh and they're swoosh. That's what type of spell.
But who would say, ooh, I created a spell, it's whoosh?
It's better than Final Fantasy spell names. So here's the first heal ability is like cure, and then you've got Kuragaga.
Isn't it Kuragaga and then Kuragaga?
Just like
But I get it. They just add AG to it.
they just
Oh,
keep
yes.
adding AG to it until it's just got so many fucking AGs attached to it that the entire word is just cure and then 50 lines of AG running off the screen.
Or you just cast Ultima.
Just like, my god. And why is it called cure? Like, that doesn't even make sense as a healing spell, but maybe that's just me.
Wait.
Makes a lot of sense.
I was gonna say, did you just say cure doesn't make sense as a healing spell? It's cure. It's meant to heal. It sounds like it's supposed to fit in that category.
But it sounds more like it's meant to cure me of some sort of poison. Or like a deadly disease, not necessarily that it's gonna lick my bowels. Like that's usually, like, you know, because usually you'd have like antidote and then a, you know, like that sounds like it's gonna.
What's the cure name? What's the cure name in this game?
It's just like heal and mid heal. Like that's a pretty
Okay.
fucking normal name. Just like
Wow, heal?
I know,
At
heal.
all as a healing potion. It's dumb.
And what's revive gonna be? Revive?
No, revive should be named resurrect.
Also, like seriously, how long have we been doing this
shit.
dungeon? Like it feels like
cloudy,
we-
cloudy.
Slash up time.
Techliner said, one of my favorite games. Hello, Techliner. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you here. I swear to God, this dungeon never ends. Like, where is the ending of this dungeon, please?
Well, you've been streaming for 4 hours, 7 minutes, and 25 seconds. You've been in this dungeon for 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 25 seconds. So there's your answer.
That was surprisingly accurate. Hi, Tech. Howdy. Hello. Welcome to our stream. Or, I mean, my stream. The person stream, the homeless man stream. You know, words, English. How does English work? Okay. Where do I want to put these skill points? Probably get Metal Slash, please. There we go. Supreme Swordsman. Got Metal Slash. Beautiful.
And you learn Sizzle.
Alright. Come on. Okay. I was gonna play TTS Siege. I forgot to install it. I've never done that on stream. Nope. Can't relate to that at all.
Yeah, you've never done that, ever. Totally not.
No. Dang.
Let's go through the clips and see if Ron clipped that before.
I probably did.
I followed Ron. Okay.
Then you followed a streamer that doesn't really stream that much.
Except for like guitar shit.
I stream guitar shit like once a fucking century.
Just like you know, the next century happens and it's like
Like, oh, been 100 years. Gonna stream.
There's been 1 million people watch you and you become famous for that one day.
Usually like one person watches me, and that's like me.
That's surprisingly what people actually say to do to get your stream count up is to watch your own stream. It's like, well, who would want to do that?
No, if you have your preview,
No, they said to have it up on multiple devices if you have multiple devices to raise your own view count because you count as a view on per device.
Twitch doesn't work that way though. It's per IP.
It does work like that though. It was on a recommended on how to get 11 views on Twitch.
Is it really? I can
Yep.
get so many views. I have a ridiculous amount of Chromebooks. Like
Am I
an
like-
actually ridiculous number of how many those are.
Am I like legit the only YouTuber that doesn't cheat at their asses off to do this? Because I know.
Wait,
way
you're a
too
YouTuber
many-
that doesn't cheat?
Here, it's not cheating if I watch your stream on fucking 35 Chromebooks.
I mean, like, I don't use view botting. I don't use fucking. Let's just get like 30. Let's just get 30 devices out and then watch my own stream. I had to ask.
But you use follow train.
Oh,
Follow Train, I don't pay money for it. It's not like it's like a free service that like anyone can use. There's like no, there's not a single like, for example, there's not a single ounce of any sort of like pay for services or anything attached to it, which is always a bonus. Like, you can actually use Follow Train completely free.
yeah, it's also free to watch your stream on 35 Chromebooks.
Yeah, I was gonna
You're
say.
paying for that.
You're not paying to use additional devices to watch your own stream.
Unless you paid for the devices, but I mean, I didn't fucking pay for these.
Then why do you have 35 Chromebooks?
I was friends with the tech guy at my high school. He would just give me crates of Chromebooks every week.
Oh, that works.
Like, because like some of them, you know, if they're missing like one key on the keyboard, he'll have to like replace
Gotta
it.
replace it.
Like, yeah, you could take the time to like salvage a key off of a different one and put it on, but that's too much work. So he'd just pile all those up and just give them to me.
It's like, oh, our school budget allows us to buy a new Chromebook every time one key breaks. Oh, okay, let's do that.
Well, it's not even a budget. Google literally just gives them to schools.
Oh,
So it doesn't cost the school anything to replace the computers. Google just gives them to them. They have a grant for all of, like, as many Chromebooks as they want. So the guy's like, oh, there's one key. This is mildly damaged. This has a scratch on it. Oh, I'll just give it to Ron, and then I'll replace this laptop.
Google loses so much money off that.
They really don't. Chromebooks are cheap to buy legitimately, and they cost even less to make.
Well, that works then. Hosting does help. In order to host, though, you need to have a viewer base.
You can host yourself on a shit ton of Chromebooks.
And I'll be honest, if we're talking legit serious, the best way to make it on Twitch is you basically become friends with a streamer who's much bigger than you. Like, that's one of the best. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like as far as like Junie Shy goes, I mean, as much as he is a good friend, also like a lot of my percentage viewers are going up, are like, and then also I've gotten a lot of viewers over from Hydro. You know, it's just making friends with like other Twitch streamers is probably like the best way you can go about how to just up your view count, because it's like, yeah,
It's the same with YouTube. You just do a project with a bigger YouTuber, and that's how you get bigger.
yeah.
Yeah, Techliner, just DM me your address. I'll ship you 35 Chromebooks.
Why would you ship me 35 Chromebooks?
They asked for one, and it's like, no, you get all 35.
What would you do with them all?
I might even have more than... See, that's my problem. The fuck do you do with 35 Chromebooks?
You give them to people, obviously.
You could you could sell it for $1 each, and then you've got $35 to go buy a McDonald's.
What are you ordering at McDonald's that costs $35?
I order a lot of food for that.
The entire fucking menu, and then some.
You ordering like 35 McChickens?
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, did Techliner actually just DM me their address?
Of course.
Really?
He wants a Chromebook, obviously.
Okay, that's genuinely random.
It's you get a Chromebook and you get a Chromebook.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Abadabadoo.
Okay, and this is definitely where we're getting out of save state because we're on the final floor of this. I think we are anyway. And if I have to go back to the beginning, I would rather shove a knife right through my eye. Straight up.
Why is Twitch so bad?
Okay, that's
like,
where you get the save state out, my friend. Load a state. Oh, would you look at that? Jessica is suddenly alive! It's a magical.
Have you guys ever whispered anybody on Twitch? Like, it's so bad. It's really laggy.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck me. 2 HP. That was luck. Oh my god. Fuck me. Okay, let's go ahead and go Dragon Slash on that. Helm Splitter, and then like, what else do I do? Just... Oh, ow. I really hope there's no boss at the end of this. I don't think there is on this dungeon, because, you know, unlike that's actually what makes this game not traditional, is that not every dungeon has bosses necessarily, so it can kind of be a guessing game, basically, of like, is there a boss on this dungeon? I can't remember, because it's been so many years since I even owned a PS2. And we can't progress this way because there's a tiny rock and... Of course, Kate. Of course. It's a tiny fucking rock. Oh, my poor mister, the curse has deformed you too. Although it was unleashed in the middle of the night, so what were you doing in the courtroom on my throne? So you enjoy the feeling of being enthroned, do you? Well, your secret is out now, you frivolous old fool. God. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's go ahead and go from your axe blade that chews into a group of enemies. Oh, so that's for, like, grouping, which unfortunately they're not in a group. Because the grouping system in this game at times is just like, please just let me select more than one. No, you won't. Okay, fine. I am actually willing to use a Sandman here. Probably a best idea. If I can put this thing to sleep, maybe. It hasn't been successful so far. Oh, ow, that hurts a lot. Oh, that also hurts a lot.
How much can I sell a Chromebook for on eBay? Wow, they sell for $100 on eBay. Interesting. I should just sell these on eBay.
I farmed this area to fight. I can't find where the liquid metal slimes are. They're supposed to be somewhere in this dungeon, and I haven't been able to find them yet. I know this is a good area to level grind because of that, but I just can't find where they are. Have I, like, did I completely walk over an area and miss it? I might have done. Because normally that's how you level grind in this game, is you go find the metal slime areas, and then you know you're good. You never have to worry about it again. But, like, I've clearly missed where they're supposed to spawn. Or are they just, like, a really rare enemy? I don't remember them being, like, obsessively rare, like 9... No response, the priest's face is frozen, okay. So it looks like we can't actually progress this way. My god, this dungeon goes on for an eternity. It just never stops. Go ahead and go. Boomerang. Axes of Evil would be a really good idea. Go ahead and get out Crackle right now. And you can get out, like... Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot. That's a smackdown. Please, I hope you die soon. Yes! Okay, good. Thank God. Alright, probably want to give some heals over to Jessica, right? You can go ahead and stab off that thing. And Angela will go and mid-heal yourself, because you're the fastest in the party. Which makes sense, because wind element, I guess. There we go, okay. But yeah, when does this dungeon ever end? Like, I have to ask that right now. Like, I really hope this ends soon. Because we're physically running out of time in the live stream. Like, we only have an hour left to get through this. Fuck. Why is this dungeon so excessively long? I don't think there's... I don't even remember another dungeon taking this long in this game. But I could be wrong. I like it long. Oh my. Yeah, we can't go that way because of the rocks in the way. So where are we supposed to go? like, that's my problem with this dungeon, is I can't figure out, like, where's the objective? What exactly